Let's bring this thing in strong. We about to have two. We about to have two. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Richest Steve in Atlanta. We been here since 6:30. We been here since 6. But it's 6:30 right now. We done had some audio problems. So we gonna kick this thing off. We are gonna kick this thing off. It is 6:30. If you hear, like, comment, subscribe, all that. Like I said, we've been here with audio problems, so I had to bring this thing back from the top. We not gonna run that one back, but I'll re-record it and paste it a little later. But yeah, we done talked about student loan forgiveness already, but like I said, the volume was out. That's crazy to me. I've never had those issues, and today I'm looking and my volume not going off. My audio was messed up, but it's cool. They try to attack us. We done worked it out, and we right back. We got attacked this morning, y'all. We got attacked this morning. That's how you know something good going on. That's how you know something good going on. But we still got two more good topics. And that topic, student loan forgiveness, it will be re-recorded. Because the people need to hear that. That's straight up. The people need to hear that. So, it will be re-recorded and we will be going through that. But we're going to move right into the first topic for y'all, the second topic for Steve. President Trump done showed up at the Chick-Fil-A in Georgia. Them folks was in there happy. Y'all, them folks was up in there happy. They got some free milkshakes. He bought some milkshakes, got them some milkshakes, took pictures, did the whole, the whole thing, the whole shebang. They was in there happy. And the people that was in there surprised me too. It was a lot of, Americans of the African diaspora. Yeah. There was a lot of Americans of the African diaspora that were in there, and they were excited to see President Trump. And the crazy part is, y'all, they all my age. They young. They were young. So, I guess it was a cool experience for them. I know if I met any past president, I would be excited, especially in the close environment that they were in. That's real cool. The close environment that they were in, I think that was very, that's cool. Even if you don't like Trump, I think, even some people who did like Trump would still be standing there, at least taking pictures. Taking a quick look, hold on, y'all. President Trump up in here. Even the presidents you don't like, it's like, if Joe Biden was in a room and we all in Chick-fil-A that close, I still might be looking over like, hold on. I know you ain't paid off my student loan debt, but I still say, what's up, my boy? I'ma still say, what's up? You feel me? I'ma still let me get a picture. I still want to take a picture because, hey, it's President Biden, y'all. That's it. That's how it be. But he visited Chick-fil-A. He had some things to say to them, and we gonna just take a little look at that, and look at how these people are acting for President Trump at the Chick-fil-A. Let's tap in.
Hello, everybody. Get ready for a milkshake. You got plenty of them. All right. You got some pretty good looking guys. Huh?
This is an original from 2016.
Oh, I love this guy. I like that guy. Do you have a pen for me? Give me a good pen. That is the original, huh?
From 2016, Cleveland.
You've been there from the beginning.
Absolutely. From the
See?
convention.
You knew what was happening.
Absolutely.
You got it. That's cool, man. What's your name?
Lawrence Rickman.
Okay, Lawrence, let me get this pen out of here. Come here. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Really nice.
It's a pleasure. Yes, sir.
He understood long before the rest, right?
The rest of what?
Oh, good. You are fantastic.
He knew long before the rest of what?
A great host. And are you guys
Radio
friends
show.
or
No,
something?
just via Sanjay.
Well, that's nice because he's He's been there a long time too. I think right from the beginning.
Right from the beginning.
We did a radio interview with Shelley yesterday, and I appreciated it.
I appreciate you very much.
I hung up. I said, "What a nice guy that is."
I'll bring in my clubs tomorrow along. I'll just
You
knock
let
on
me
the door.
know. I'm telling you. You let me know,
Thank
Shelley.
you, brother.
This is crazy.
Watch his show. His show is great. Listen to his show.
Absolutely.
He got it. You two guys got it. Huh?
And all these kids do too.
I think so. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. So you're getting lots of milkshakes. Look at that handsome guy. I wish I had hair like him. Right here?
Oh yeah, me. That's not nice.
Hi, fellas. Hey, Steve. How are you? Great. Thank you. Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody.
How you doing, Trump?
I'm doing good.
I love you, man.
Good.
I'm well.
Everybody having a good time?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Can I get a hat?
Get ready.
Can I get a hat?
Yeah, I'd give you one.
Make them have the great.
You have one?
Y'all got one?
Come on, let me have it. You have it? I'll sign it.
I don't got one. I need one.
See if you can find one. I got to give him one.
Who my partner hat? I love Trump.
Alright, let's take a pause, y'all. This is funny. It's kind of funny hearing them in the background. We love you, Trump. Boy, I'm telling you, that is so funny to me. And then he said, you knew long before the rest. Long before the others. What? Who is he talking about? Y'all know he talking about the others. Knew long before the rest. The rest of the people of Americans, African diaspora. That's who he talking about. I think he know that people is going over to his side. A lot of black people going over to his side. We mad about a lot of things. Hey, a lot of black people, you know, I know that it's kind of like in the air, like, we switching. And he know it. Look, you knew long before the rest. And then everybody in the back, we love you, Trump. Yo, this joint is funny. And he giving away milkshakes. Y'all, they as happy as I don't know what in there. We been with you since the beginning. Nah. It was probably some of them, but let's be, nah, I was not with you for the beginning. Didn't vote for you twice. The first time I didn't vote for you, you know, it was good. The second time I didn't vote for you, it didn't go too well. So now everybody, we love you, Trump. Boy, this is hilarious. Trump is definitely funny. And then he hit that, you knew long before the rest. You knew before all of, yeah, from the beginning. Yes, sir.
My original. Don't give me that one. That's a valuable one. Grab one of these here. That's the answer? You can. Come on. Oh, really? Good. Thank you very much. That's great. Your family's good, right? Sir. Blue collar? That's good. We're not going to let him read this election. We're not letting him read
Stop
this
the
election.
steal!
Take that. That's going to make you good and healthy. It's going to grow back that tooth. There you go. Who wants it? Want it?
He passing out milkshakes.
Yes, you can. See, you can afford to have it. You know why? Because you're thin. Who wants one?
Wait. If you got a big back up. Y'all are hilarious, boy. Cause you're thin.
Brian Jack. Does anybody know Brian Jack? No. Brian Jack is running District 3. We got to vote for him. He's running for Congress.
I do. I put canvassers together, so all these HBCU students that you see here, I brought them here to meet you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we've also knocked doors for you in the past for your past re-election bid and when you ran the first time. Yes.
Wow.
I was interning for the GAGOP at that time as well. Yeah.
Wow.
Doing a lot for your tax credit reform bill and everything like that.
Well, we
so,
took care of those colleges. And
Sure did. Much better than Biden did. So I was
Oh.
This is Clark Atlanta, this is Spelman, this is Morehouse, this is Morris Brown, and all
Isn't that great?
So I don't care what the media tells you, Mr. Trump. We support you.
We love you.
Okay, 4 p.m. We've been 4 p.m.
Come here,
for a
let
while.
me give you a hug.
Please do.
Hold on. They said Trump did more for HBCUs than Biden. They feeling it, and they are, like I said, they are them college students. They HBCUs. Y'all know how I talk about HBCUs sometimes. But they said, "Hey, you done did more for us than President Biden." Is that true? I don't do too much research on the HBCUs. I just don't like how folks be staying in them. Like, I don't know. And then I feel like some of the degrees they be giving black folks is not worth anything. They be giving away grasshopper breeding degrees, and they too expensive. It's very expensive. So if they could bring it down, I would be a champion, but I can't for right now. The living conditions be bad at some of them. Living conditions don't be really up to par all the way. And then, like I said, you charging all these people a whole bunch of money for the grasshopper breeding degree. That ain't cool. I don't think that's cool either. And then, why a lot of them be in the bad areas? Y'all notice HBCUs be in the bad area? The whole school gotta have a gate around it, cause it's in a bad area. That ain't cool neither. But they said President Trump did more for HBCUs than Biden did, and that's not coming out of my mouth. Y'all see the lady right there, the young lady right there who said it. So y'all go get at her if you feel upset. But y'all, I think Trump is also funny in this clip so far too. He said, "You can afford this milkshake because you're thin." Because you're thin. And then the girl in the background said, "Oh, he said if you got a big back, step back." These folks is hilarious. They happy as all get out to see Trump though. Look at it.
Thank you, sweetheart. That's really nice. We did. We took care of the black colleges, universities. They're taken care of now, and she understands it. A lot of people don't understand it. Biden did nothing for them, and I did everything.
Tell them how y'all been suffering, y'all. How y'all hungry? That's
really nice, huh?
There's no housing.
You know each other. You two know each other. You should.
That's my mentee.
Yes.
I'll tell you what she knows.
Picked me up in 2017, Mr. Trump, and he's been a great mentor ever since then.
I'll tell you what. And he's a great mentor to me, too. We had a great talk yesterday,
Absolutely.
Right? That talk got covered all over the place.
We've been all over the place.
I went all over the world, that talk I did.
I got in trouble with the team because they said I went over my time. But
Oh, no, my team, don't worry about it.
don't worry, all right.
And we'll do it again. You guys are great.
God bless you. Listen, let me get a nice black.
What?
You have any extras?
So when I met you in the Oval Office, I left my pen you gave me.
Oh, you did?
These people happy as all. They definitely happy as all get out. What's that? The Chick-Fil-A.
Take a picture with this. He's an original. I love it. You even got the original.
Oh, he just had my headphone. He said he just had my headphone. No, the cover of it is he could do
I think this is pretty neat though. I mean, I feel like if I was, got an opportunity to be this up and close with president, any president, I'd be happy. But they really, like networking right now. You can shake the hand of the president, the whole president. It's cool.
I love it. Thank you, everybody. You are a special
I
woman.
look forward to helping you again this
I
year.
love it. Thank you.
Yeah, she's over there doing
Thank you,
it.
everybody. Thank you. And if they run a little bit low, give them some extras, okay? Are you the boss? No, sir. Yes, I got boss. Come here. Give me a hand. Thank you. Thank you very much. You take care of yourself. Thank you.
Trump is shaking hands and kissing babies, y'all. Shaking hands and kissing babies right now.
Come on, Malika. Come on. Malika and James, I got your phone. I got your phone. Come on.
Go ahead. Take it.
Come on.
Come on.
Here we go. In place. Okay. I gotta go this way.
Now I want one with you. Come.
Oh, okay. Come on.
Shaking hands and kissing babies right now.
go. That's good. Beautiful.
Yeah, can my friend Dom get in one too? She's fundraising
Come on in.
for the
Come on in.
Yep,
Come
she
on
helps
in.
me. Yes, Kayla, yes.
We're going to get rid of Biden.
Yay!
Bye-bye, Sleepy Joe. The worst president in the history of the United States, and he's horrible to the black community, whether you like it or not.
Hey.
Been that way
Treats
since
the
a
black
senator.
community bad. And check out his record in the 1990s. Check out his record in the 1990s.
You're economically what's for us. Yes.
Well, opportunity.
Opportunity-wise, everything, holistically.
Best job numbers ever.
The First Step Act. Let's talk about it.
And the colleges and universities.
Nah, y'all her stuff. Y'all, like I said, go at her. Don't come at Steve. Y'all get at her.
You take care of yourself. Honey, can I get one picture? Before you go. One picture. Let's go fast. Come.
Shaking hands and kissing babies.
Kalika.
Come on, do her first. Her first, unless she knows she's got what I don't think. I don't think so.
Yeah, don't that spell, yeah.
Don't that spell me. Okay, spell it.
And she go to spell me, y'all. See?
We love you guys. Thank you very much. And by the way, we love you. That was really nice. You know, a lot of people don't want to talk. They don't want to say. Come on over here.
Thank you so much. Can I take a picture? Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Definitely shaking hands and kissing babies up in Georgia. And I know some folks was they was mad about this. He buying the milkshakes and they happy. Y'all stop acting like that.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
And y'all know what they would do too? Y'all cannot tell me that those people are not Americans of the African diaspora. Y'all cannot tell me that those are not people that are from America of the African diaspora. They act just like it. You know, people like to say you voting for Trump, you a coon, you Uncle Tom. They act just like the rest of us. I know that for sure. We from Spelman, yeah. They act just like a, come on now. Come on, them just normal people. They just vote for what they want to vote for. That's one thing I've always heard. If you vote for Trump, you ain't black. Yeah, they seem like they are people that are American of the African diaspora to me. That's all I'm saying. To me, they seem perfectly normal. They act perfectly normal. And even one of what he said, I love your hair. I love your hair. How did you get it like that? And then she come around the corner with straight locks. The big ones too. What they call wicks. How did you get your hair like that? Come take a picture with me. Come on now. Y'all can't if y'all telling me that that's not an American of the African diaspora, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. And the way that main one was acting reminds me 100%. Like, nothing's wrong with these people. That's how I feel. Especially probably in their normal life. They just act like a normal person. A normal person. People get all in their feels about, you know, who you vote for as president. Like, everybody got to be the same. Everybody got to vote your way, you know. People, they do what they want to do. Everybody has totally different views. So, you got to let people have their view. Let them do their thing. People be mad in these comments about this stuff. I'm like, y'all, I understand, you know, you have a right to your opinion, but everybody do. Everybody do. So that's just how it's going to be, you know, you feel me? But them people was happy as all get out. That is pretty funny.
Very much. Hey, nice stuff. Real quick, when you talk about the fundraising, you just questioned the other night on your fundraising. How important is that with the money not only flows into GOP but
Well, it's always nice, and we're setting records, and we're doing well, but we don't need what the Democrats. They pass it around to everybody, meaning politicians. We don't do that. You know, Hillary had more than twice the money that we had. And how did that race turn out? I'm not 100% sure. No, we don't need the same, but we could get as much. We're doing very well. We broke the all-time record the other night, 52 million. More importantly, we take in more than anybody with a small donation,
Yeah, that's what I did.
$61 average. And that's never happened for a Republican before. We take in $61 average, and we take in a lot of money that way, and that to me is the most important money because those people vote. They're not in Monte Carlo. They're not on a yacht. They're voting. and we love them. And this group of people that we just met is unbelievable.
Yeah.
That young lady was unbelievable.
Yeah, for people that might not have heard, you did historical things for black colleges.
I did.
Touch on that.
I funded them long term. They were going on a year-to-year basis, and they were always being chiseled and cut. And I got to know the heads of the black colleges and universities, and they came in, they saw me. And after 3 years, I said, how come you keep coming back? They said, they make us come back every year. I said, nope, no longer. And I gave them long-term financing, long-term commitments from the government. They do a fantastic job. And they all love me, I will tell you. But that young lady was so nice to bring that up because most people forget. And I think it's nice to see you again. You okay?
I'm okay. My name is Taisha Fernandez. I'm with the ABC.
I think they let a lot of that go right over people's head. You know, that's something that they not going to cover. That's something that they're not going to cover because they don't want you to know that. So, you know, we got to do our research, get informed ourselves. I just hope that at that HBCU, they use that money for the students. They use that money for the students because it's always something within the HBCU community going on where you see they taking money from here, taking money from there, and doing that thing. What's up? Morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. We are in here. But yeah, as long as they use that money in the HBCU community to actually do some good for them students, make the price go a little down, make their living conditions go a little up. Like, I know y'all heard the students in that video saying, yeah, the living conditions ain't all this, you know, the price, all that. They was saying that in the background if you was listening. And that's exactly why I didn't choose HBCU, because I wasn't going to pay that much, and I wasn't going to live crazy, especially if I was deciding to get a grasshopper breeding degree, even though I wasn't. But, you know, that is what it is. But yeah, y'all, if y'all here this morning, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Cause especially since they've been attacking us this morning, y'all. They attacked us this morning because we doing good, y'all. That just means we doing something good. They definitely attacked us this morning. And we're going to keep it moving, though. It ain't stopped the show. It did not stop the show. So we are coming right on into the third ending, y'all. We are coming straight into the third ending. Earn Your Leisure. It's talking about breaking free from debt and building financial wisdom, y'all. That's definitely something that's important. Y'all know I like to always end this show off with something financial, because you can't be the richest Steve in Atlanta without, you know, watching out for your future. So that's what I like to do at the end, is watch out for my future. And, you know, listen to some folks who they doing the thing. And they saying breaking free from debt is building, you know, financial wisdom. It's building free from financial wisdom. And this is something that, dang, all these people names be going right in and out of my head, y'all. It be going right in and out of my head. Yeah. It's okay. They gon' say who it is. They gonna say who it is. Dave Ramsey. Yeah, Dave Ramsey. This is what Dave Ramsey be teaching, you know, being debt free. And young people don't like Dave Ramsey right now. Young people don't like Dave Ramsey. I think his thought process, the plan he puts in, it does work. The plan he uses does work. But at the same time, don't nobody want to live on rice and beans and rice. You know, we still want to enjoy our money while we young. But as young people, we need to look at it and still be planning for our future. And that's why we about to watch this segment right here from Earn Your Leisure. And let's just go ahead and see what they have to say, y'all.
Let's talk about some personal finance tips.
Mm-hmm.
The perpetual debt trap, right?
This is good. This is good stuff.
So where we going with the weddings?
Yeah, I looked at this. You want to read it all, because I'm checking off like, damn, did that.
$50,000 weddings. That's actually cheap. That's on the cheap side.
It is.
$50,000 weddings, $500,000 in mortgage, $500 a month car note. That's cheap too.
Your car note, yep.
Most car notes ain't really
$750 now.
Yeah, $750. I think that's the average.
That's like the Corolla.
$100,000 in student loan debt, and then we didn't even calculate credit card debt in this situation either. So that's probably
true.
for the
That's
average
also
American.
true.
That's probably around five to $10,000 in credit card debt.
Yeah.
Golly.
Welcome to America.
Golly. I just want to replay that, y'all, because that is crazy. That's how much debt people have built up on the back end right now. They said 50,000 from a wedding on the low end. Come on, y'all. Come on, 50,000 for a wedding on the low end? You must be out your mind. On the low end, for people to come have fun and turn up, they might not even care. That's a 500,000 for your mortgage. This is crazy. 100,000 student loan. God, I feel dang. Y'all see how I said it's still like a point in people's life student loan? This older people. This older people with that. That's older people with that. $700 a month for your car. It is crazy. It is crazy. We gonna replay that. Replay that right from the jump.
Stuff.
So where we going with the weddings?
Yeah, I looked at this. You want? Yeah, read it all because I'm checking off like, damn, did that?
$50,000 weddings. That's actually cheap. That's on the cheap side.
It is.
It is.
$50,000 weddings, $500,000 in mortgage, $500 a month car note. That's cheap too.
Your car note, yep.
Most car notes ain't really
$750 now.
Yeah, $750. I think that's the average.
That's like the Corolla.
$100,000 in student loan debt.
Oh, heck no.
And then we didn't even calculate credit card debt
in this
situation either.
And that's not
so that's probably for the
average
average American. That's probably around $5,000 to $10,000 in credit card debt.
Yeah.
Now, walking around with that much debt is ridiculous. That is crazy. How much in the negative we are. No wonder this recession made everybody kind of, you hear recession, you get scared because you putting out so much already, you already putting out. You ain't got nothing in your pocket. That's why Dave Ramsey teaches about what he teaches about, because this is actually kind of what happened to him. He's making all this money, he's in so much debt that when it goes down, the shit burns. He ain't got nothing to stand on. Because you so over leveraged, it's ridiculous. Good or bad debt. Having too much debt in general will have you feeling like, especially when it's going down, I have to make this payment. I'd be looking like, I gotta make this payment. That's literally what I be thinking all the time. If something was to happen, how am I going to actually make this payment? First thing I start thinking about, okay, well, while things is going good right now, I need to get out of as much debt as possible. Credit card debt will never touch my pockets. That will never touch my pockets. It's way too much. It's way too high to be paying that stuff. At what? I think mine, because I'm so young and I don't really have no credit history, one of the cards is like 30 something percent. Ain't no way. 30 something percent? Y'all know how much that is? Ain't no way.
Welcome to America.
Right? America.
American dream turned to a nightmare real fast.
You know what's crazy about this? So we was in Ghana, and they was explaining to us, and same thing when we was in the UAE, but they was like, but in Ghana they don't have the same understanding of debt that Americans have. They're like, if you want a house, like let's say the house costs $300,000, you buy the house for $300,000, right? Like you save, you get other family members involved. Have like if your car costs 30, like you buy the car, right? Like even if you rent, you pay like 2 years in advance on the rent, right? So it's like you putting down a down payment pretty much to actually rent. Yeah. Their understanding of debt structure is completely different. Where Americans, you're actually taught to put as little money down as possible. And there are some benefits with that, obviously, as far as leveraging. I get it, real estate plays, but everybody's not Don Peoples. Let's just be honest, right? Everybody's not Don Peoples. Most people are looking to put as little possible because they don't have any money.
Yeah.
It's the I don't have enough play, so let me put as little bit as possible, and then I'll pay the rest on the back end. And that has led over $1 trillion, I think, in debt for
Yeah.
the country as far as credit card debt. America,
Which is insane.
is in shambles, and it's getting it from its leadership. When you look at the country, is borrowing trillions of dollars, and every level of American society, we live on debt, from the United States government to states, to businesses, to households, to individuals.
The cities, yeah. Even Houston said the normal money in Houston. Houston's broke right now.
Yeah.
When you think about that, yeah, we are a reflection of our government right now, of our society. Our society is all debt. The country's in debt. The states are in debt. Then it just trickles right on down. The household in debt. The businesses in debt. Everyone in debt. I think that should, be a sign. That should be a sign to a lot of us. Try to stay out as much debt as we possibly can. They said sometimes you gotta go the opposite way, and I think that's why Dave Ramsey is preaching what he preached, cause he done went through it, a couple times. I think we are just all way too over leveraged, Like they said, places around the world, they don't even believe in that much debt like that. They don't believe it, but here in America, we all in debt up to our, we swimming like this, trying to stay afloat because of debt. It just is what it is. Interest rates knock you across the head, and now they got you in the cycle.
We're all in a big Ponzi scheme of debt, and what's the deal for that?
I think going back to basics, try and pay off your car. I know we brought it up on Blackout. Even if you got a lump sum of money, should you pay it off? And then people are like, no, but if you get a 2% rate, I'm like, no, like the 2% rates are gone. I don't know if you guys have looked the news, but quantitative easing is over. So, but banks do this to enslave you. And if you look at how can you have any money if you have $150,000 in student loans, a $800 car payment? We're not even going to talk about childcare and childcare services. I think the number one goal has to be to put money into places that are going to grow for you. And like we talked about before, keeping those expenses low. Even on the media side, most of the companies that went out of business had incredibly high overhead. I remember, I'm sure Joe told you this when y'all had the interview with him. Spotify had a town full of content houses, actual houses that look like Big Brother, before they signed anybody to put in the houses to film. $27 million loss. So you got all the lighting and all that. That's good. But no content to come out of it. And I think the blueprint has to be low overhead, high income, and 50% of that money invested. I keep saying everyone talks badly about Dave Ramsey, but that model works. There's some flaws in it for sure. But for his business to be debt free and for him to be debt free, there's a benefit for being debt free when things go wrong. So we got to replace these high cost weddings, and even on the fashion spending, what's the quote? You're buying things to impress people that don't even know you. We have to stop pushing that narrative, and I think we have to go to a zero debt model. Country, like at this point, I don't know when debt costs are going to be normal. For us to have $1 trillion plus in credit card debt with interest rates going higher, no good political leadership, but Vanguard and BlackRock gonna get paid. That's why I keep telling y'all, invest in Vanguard and BlackRock.
Here's one of the
Ian Dunlap, he hit it across the head. He hit it pretty good across the head for all of us to learn something. I think we are definitely over leveraged. Everything we have is about having debt now. Everything. You can't get nothing without having debt at this point. I gotta get a new car, y'all. Now I have to have debt. Like it just is what it is. I have to have debt. I need a new car. My car broke down. I've been carless for like 3 months at this point. And it's gonna change, but I gotta pick up debt. Now I have to pay. Now look, it's literally like a cycle. I'm gonna finish paying off my student loan debt. Now I'm gonna have to pay off my car debt, and it's literally going to just keep going. Then if I decide to have a house, now I got a mortgage to pay, you know. Or hey, I definitely don't want to be paying no rent nowhere. I definitely don't want to be paying no rent nowhere. It's high already. It's high already. We are literally in a cycle of paying off debt, and like he said, debt is not getting any cheaper. But y'all know somebody who does not have to worry because they own everything straight out? Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey is not worried. Because that principle that he has, living debt free, it does work. And he's gone through it twice of getting hit, going bankrupt. Then he did it again. And second time, he like, hold on, something has got to give. I keep going into debt for this, for that, for that, for this, for this, for that. And every time things go bad, I lose it all. Of course, it was easy for him to get it back because he was already rich, basically. You know, he went and wrote a book about it. And he get all the money. But we can find somewhere in the middle of where we are actually actively paying off our debt so that we aren't too over leveraged at the end of the day. Because I think a lot of us are just getting too over leveraged. You know, we put everything on the credit card and don't pay it off before it hits. That's one thing. Don't pay it off before it hits. That's why Dave Ramsey say don't even have a credit card. Because you're going to let it sit. Don't even have a credit card. It's just going to sit. And yes, interest rates have been going up. They're going up. So now you have to pay more for the debt that you have. So Ian Dunlap, he hit it pretty good across the head, in my opinion.
You know the best way to help clean up your credit?
What's that?
It's extremely complicated, but I'll kind of make it easy as understand as possible. It's called pay your bills on time. It's called the pay your bill on time play. So it's like it's one of these things, right? Where
I have very few. Yep.
This is breaking news shit.
Like, hey,
groundbreaking.
Pay your bills on time.
Keep the bills low.
So the thing about
let that settle in for a second.
There go one. Keep your bills low.
My ebook. The thing about it is that at some point in time, you got to realize to live within your means, right?
Or under, yeah.
Pay for things that you can afford. Wait to buy things that you can't afford, right? Because even with the mortgage thing, they're like, well, mortgage interest is a tax write-off. Okay.
Yeah.
The interest on your mortgage is tax write-off, but you're paying $6,000 a month for your mortgage, and you're paying $2,000 a month for property tax, and you're paying $1,000 a month for shrubbery, and you're paying $500
landscaping,
for your electrician, for your electric bill, and
housekeeping,
and then so where's the write-offs in these situations? That's how they get you. So you get to write off. You're spending $10,000 a month. You get to write off $1,500, and you think that's the best thing that's ever happened in this world.
Yeah.
And then they before it wasn't even capped. Now it's capped at a certain amount.
Once again, nothing is done for the benefit of the consumer. They're giving you a write-off on your mortgage interest because they want you to have mortgage interest.
Yeah.
It's an incentive. It's an incentive. It's called the incentive play, right? So if they can keep you at a 7% interest, 8% interest from paying the bank, right?
Yep.
It's not like you get nothing in this world for free. So okay, yeah, you get a deduction for it, but you're paying interest.
Mm-hmm.
That's the part that nobody seems to understand in this situation. And you're paying everything else. So I'm not saying a mortgage is bad, but I'm just saying it's just that mentality of always trying to rationalize why debt is a good thing. And a lot of parts of the world, it's not normalized like that, right? Like that's the best financial advice that you can get. Pay your bills on time. Don't buy things you can't afford. Don't borrow money unless you know you can pay it back. self-fund if possible, live below your means, don't live up to expectations of others, don't try to impress others, don't buy depreciating assets over the course of time, invest money in things that will go up over the course of time. I mean, we can make this a little bit more complicated, but ultimately it comes down to some self-discipline here.
Yeah, and I think that to bring up,
That's definitely what it comes down to. I think that's what it is. We, as Americans of the African diaspora, that's what we live to do. Live above our means. Wearing this, we gotta have this, we gotta have that. When really you can't afford it. You can't afford it. We want too much. All the time. We are living way above our means. And if you need some help on how to live below your means, video last week on that. Video last week, posted on the page. Called Living Below Your Means. That is what it is. And it starts with having a budget so you can see where your money going. That's where it starts. I see where my money every day. I look at my money every single day because I need to know what's going on. I need to see my vision of okay, I spent money here, I spent money there. I went a little hard this week. I went a little hard. The next weekend, I know I'm going to have to tell a couple people, no. No, I'm not doing it. It ain't happening. Steve, you want to come out to the club? It's my birthday. Happy birthday, but I will not be there. Happy birthday. I will not be there. No, I'm not doing that. Steve, you got the same shoes on for the past year. Ain't nothing wrong with these shoes. And I'm still looking fresh in them. They call my pea steppers. As I say, they my pea steppers. Have on my fit. I'm looking nice. I don't care what you say. I smile in my pictures. Oh, we look good. Yeah, we gonna look good. It is what it is. We're not doing nothing for nobody else at this point. Nothing for nobody else. We ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. Nothing to prove to nobody. So that just is what it is. We definitely living below our means.
the Ghana point, the self-discipline is the most glaring thing, because when you're talking about paying for things in cash, you're talking about buying cars, right? Like we saw the guys and like we don't, there's no like system or car payment plan. Like it's either you have the money or you don't have the car, right? Or in some extreme circumstances, they may give you 2 months to pay off the car, right? Like we're doing 5-year financing. Sometimes they put you in the 6-year financing.
They have a 7-year plan now.
You know what I'm saying? With a 7% interest rate. And so to have the financial discipline to purchase a vehicle or to purchase a home, let's talk 200,000. How many of us can save 200,000 in a lifetime?
Yeah.
You're watching people do it before they hit 30. And so the discipline that it takes to do that. But I'm interested, right? Because if that was the perpetual death trap, then like, what's the blueprint for the new trap? Because I feel like $100,000 in student loan, we can give solutions for that, right? Like maybe school is not the thing, or maybe if you're going to go to school, take the community college play or stay local or live at home. Like there's solutions for that. But like when you're talking about mortgages, do we have to find the income level that makes it necessary to rent or buy? Like what would be the
families have to go back to living together, and that's another issue we have to discuss.
Like it's being forced. Like, isn't it that way anyway? Right? Like if we watch more kids that are graduating with high levels of debt coming out of school, I've seen people $1,200, $1,500 a month in student loan. That's rent. You can't do both, right? So it's I have to go back home. But if your parent has been renting, maybe there isn't a home to go back to. So it gets tricky, right? Like So what are like, and this is just like open-ended, like what would be like the blueprint for this to create a new system, right? To not fall in that debt trap. Paying your bills is one. We got like, what else do we think?
I mean, we got to realize too, when even on a self-discipline side, we're fighting against the banks that own the media that make the propaganda for it to be cool to go into debt. Like we can have a whole argument around how hip hop has driven consumerism to a whole bunch of shit that we don't need.
Mm-hmm.
Got to start a business early, have to invest early. That's why these conversations are incredibly important and giving a blueprint for what to do. But just realizing like all debt is, and I know people like there's good debt, there's bad debt. That shit sounds good until you have to pay it.
Sure do.
To those of you that are paying $15,000 a month in good debt, man, it sucks.
I'm saying you not
If it's
happy.
coming out of your business or your personal, it doesn't feel good when that money is constantly being going out of your account and then the money isn't coming in as fast. I think we have to focus a lot more on not having debt, and then we have to go back to multi-generational family living and succession planning. But I think that's a tough thing in our community because a lot of the families are not getting along because Instagram has replaced the family reunion.
Boy, that's a good one. That's a good one. That was good right there. The new plan is to get the hell out of debt. That's the new plan. The new plan is to get out of debt, y'all. We not falling for the trap no more. We can't fall for that trap no more. The new plan is to get out of debt, and like they said, staying generational housing. People staying in a family, staying in a house for long-term periods of time, y'all. The best thing I did after college was come home. The number one thing I did after college was come home. That was the best thing. Why? My bills are low. I'm not paying $2,000 a month. And yes, I'm rounding up for y'all. Some of y'all am not rounding up. I'm not paying $2,000 a month to live on my own outside of my parents' home just because you want some freedom or you want a little bit that. Y'all know real freedom is having money to spend on stuff. That's real freedom right there. Real freedom is having money to spend on stuff. Not no, yeah, I got a piece of sound, but like he said, one thing, families arguing. Y'all can't get along these days. Families can't get along these days. Families cannot get along these days. So that's one thing, and I blame that on both sides. Parents and kids. Parents and kids. You know? Everybody want to do their own thing. Don't nobody want to, help out the home. Parents being too strict on their adult kids, trying to control their adult kid life. And kids, you can't have any you don't want any rules at all. There is definitely a happy medium, but that's beyond the point. And then staying out of debt. Stay as close as possible out too. And if you get some, be like a lion attacking a gazelle. Get that thing up out of there. I feel like some of the best things I did was literally when I came out of school, moved home. I moved home. But like I said, my parents helped out on that. My parents, they ain't overbearing. They're not trying to control their adult child, You let your adult child live their life because that's just it. Adult child. Not your kid no more. Not a little kid anymore. It's still your child. Not no little kid no more. Gotta let your kid live their life. That's one thing. Moving home, like I said, but my parents helped out on that. And the next thing is paying off this debt. I'm always attacking debt. So when that interest start hitting on everybody else's student loan, man, it's growing. Mine never grows. It's no way it can at this point. Like, yeah, it can, but it's so low at this point. That thing ain't growing. And every time it try, knock it across the head, just like that. That by EYL, Earn Your Leisure was some good advice for us, for the young American of African diaspora community. That was good right there. Let's check out these comments. What's up, y'all? I see y'all in here. Appreciate the support. Yeah, that debt definitely piss you off every month. Hey, it's good debt, but every month when you gotta pay that joint out, you be like, man, I could be doing something else with this money. I could be on vacation. Telling folks, if I didn't have student loan debt, I could go on vacation every month and be putting a lot of that away. You feel me? If I just wanted to live my life and not care about my future, I could go on vacation every month. But I plan on living a little longer than, I don't plan on dying soon. Lord, forbid, allow me to live a long life. So I'm going to put away for my future. That way I'm not working at the Walmart at 80. You feel me? Yeah, y'all, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I appreciate y'all for tapping in today. Like I said in the beginning, we definitely got attacked. They was messing with my audio, had my audio all out of whack. But we fixed it and we finished this show right on off. So as just a little recap, people might not have heard it, but we talked about student loan forgiveness by Joe Biden. Then we had Trump at the Chick-Fil-A. He had them folks in there happy as all get out. That was definitely a funny video. And then we ended it off with some money, earn your leisure, breaking free from debt. So on your way out, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Also, make sure y'all check out my other channel where we talk about all the hot things in the news, Hartfelt Conversations. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. We out. Peace, love, and riches. I'm out.